Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on how to use the eeZee Business Plan online tool, brought to you by Franchising Plus. I'm going to take you through a step-by-step guide on how to successfully register and use the eeZee Business Plan online tool. Let's get started. The first step is to open your internet browser and type in the address www.eezeeplan.co.za. Here you will locate the login page. As a new user, you would first need to register as a user. Click on the Register button. Before proceeding, it is important to read and understand the terms and conditions for use of the eeZee Business Plan tool. Once you are comfortable that you understand and agree with the terms and conditions, you can then proceed to completing your registration details. Once complete, ensure you tick the box to confirm you have read and accept the terms and conditions. Then click Register to continue. You are now ready to create a new business plan. Click Create New Business Plan to begin. You can now read the Help pop-up for further information on how to use the eeZee Business Plan tool. To close this pop-up, click on the red icon on the top right-hand side of the pop-up. You are now at the pre-screen form. The first step in creating your business plan is to complete the pre-screen form. Once completed, you must click the Save button to save your progress. You then click the Submit button to submit this form for review. You will not be able to continue with your business plan until we have approved this pre-screen form. The reason why we first review a pre-screen form is to ensure that you would ordinarily meet the qualifying criteria for the required funding. Financial institutions will require you, as the applicant, to provide an own contribution towards the funding of the business, as they will never fund the full amount for your business. The amount of own contribution you will need to provide is usually determined and recommended by the franchisor. If the franchisor has not given a guideline as to how much own contribution you should provide, the financial institution will usually request that you provide a minimum own contribution of 50% of the required funding. If you do not meet the criteria, it is doubtful that you will have a successful application for funding, and we would not recommend that you go to the time and expense of continuing with the business plan until you are capable of meeting the required criteria for funding. If you do not meet the criteria, we will decline your pre-screen form and advise you of the next steps you should take in order to help you meet the qualifying criteria. Once you have taken the recommended steps, you can resubmit your pre-screen form with the amended details, which would now comply with the qualifying criteria. If we believe that you can reasonably meet the qualifying criteria for funding, we will approve your pre-screen form and email you an invoice for payment for the business plan. Once we receive your payment, we will then notify you that you have access to complete the business plan. Log into the eeZee Plan website using your registration details. You can now click on your working business plan to start creating your business plan. You can click on the question mark icon on the top left of the screen if you require help navigating the screen. You complete your business plan by answering your questions as prompted by each block. If you do not understand the question, click on the blue question mark in the question line, which will assist you with a pop-up hint. You can now proceed to answer the questions as prompted. Once you have populated the page fully, you must always click the Save button to save your progress. You then click the Next Page button to proceed to the next page of questions. It is important to always press Save once you have inserted information on the page. This also allows you to save your work as is, and if you want, you can log out and then come back into the business plan at a later stage and continue where you left your progress. There are a number of pages to be completed to make up your business plan. You can go back and forth to make changes as needed. Please ensure you always click Save after you have made any changes to save all the changes you have made. The business plan is split into two parts, the written business case section and then the financial inputs section, which will generate your financial statements. Let us take a closer look at each page from the financial section. The financial assumptions page contains all the assumptions which will be used in generating your financial statements. The inputs required here include an average inflation rate for your sales, inflation for your expenses and payroll, and the interest rate you assume you will receive from a financial institution on your lendings. The franchise cost page contains all the fees payable to the franchisor. These will include your initial upfront franchise fee, your monthly fees for royalties and marketing. The fixed assets page will require you to input the cost of the assets that you will require in setting up your business. You will also need to input the average useful life of these assets for depreciation purposes. The initial costs page will require you to input your other once-off costs involved with starting the business, for example, installation of computers or pre-launch advertising. The owner's salary page will require you to input the typical monthly salaries that you and your shareholding partners will draw from the business. The employee salary page will require you to list all the employees you will have in your business, as well as assign a monthly salary cost to each employee. The sales plan page will require you to project the amount of monthly sales to be done for your business. On this page, you will also need to input your average cost of sales percentage. On the business monthly expenses page, you will need to input your estimated monthly expenses for the business. Once you have completed the financial inputs, you will note on the last page a section saying, "Click here to view your cash flow projection for year 1." Click on this section to allow you an overview to see how your cash flow projection would look so you can understand how your inputs affect the cash flow. This allows you to go back and make any changes where required before submitting your business plan for review. Once you have completed all the information, you will land on the Attached Documents page. It is important for a funding application that you provide supporting documentation with your business plan. Click on the Help icon on the top left of the page to display a list of typical supporting documentation which is usually required. To attach a document, click on the Attach Document button. Click on the Choose File button to browse for the relevant document you would like to attach. Select the document you wish to upload. Click Open. You must now enter a name for the document so that it can be clearly identified. Once you have entered the name, you click Attach and the document is uploaded. You can upload a number of documents in this way. Once you are satisfied that your business plan is sufficiently completed and all the necessary documents have been uploaded, you can click the Submit button to now send the business plan for review by Franchising Plus and a chartered accountant. During this time, you will not be able to access or make changes to the business plan. You can now log out. Once Franchising Plus and the Chartered Accountant have reviewed and amended your business plan where necessary, they will approve and sign off your business plan. You will be notified that your business plan is now accessible. You can now once again log into the website. Click on the Closed Business Plan. You now have two documents available in PDF format, namely your business plan and your financial annexures. You can click on either to generate your business plan. This is what the final product would look like. You can then save or print the business plan with its financial annexures along with your attached supporting documentation to constitute your comprehensive bank-ready business plan. Thank you for taking the time to watch this tutorial. For any further information, contact us at Franchising Plus on the following details. Good luck.